Hello friends. Welcome to Study Time. Today current affairs for competitive exams 2021. 6 Indian places in tentative list of UNESCO. 6 Indian sites have been added to the tentative list of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. The sites are Satpura Tiger Reserve, MP, iconic riverfront of the historic city of Varanasi, megalithic site of Higher Benkal, Maratha military architecture in Maharashtra, Bhedaghat Lametaghat in Narmada Valley Jabalpur, and temples of Kanchipuram. UNESCO has 48 proposals in the tentative list of India. RBI to transfer 99,122 crore rupees to Central Govt. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has decided to transfer a surplus of 99,122 crore rupees to the central government. The decision to transfer the surplus was taken in the 589th meeting of the Central Board of Directors of the Reserve Bank of India held under the chairmanship of RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das. The board has decided to maintain the contingency risk buffer at 5.50%. MyLab to make 1 crore COVID test kits. MyLab Discovery Solutions is preparing 1 crore self-use COVID-19 testing kits before the national rollout on June 1, 2021. The Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) approved MyLab Discovery's home-based rapid antigen testing kit on the 20th of May 2021. The kit named COVISELF is the country's first self-use kit for testing at home that will give results in 15 minutes and would cost 250 rupees. Veena George, new Kerala Health Minister. Former journalist Veena George will replace KK Shailaja as the Health Minister of Kerala. Shailaja was dropped from the ministry in the second successive term of Pinarayi Vijayan. George will also be heading the Women and Child Welfare Department. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan will retain Home Ministry. Vision Life Income Plus launched. Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance (ABSLI), the life insurance subsidiary of Aditya Birla Capital Limited (ABCL), has announced the launch of a hyper-flexible savings plan. The new ABSLI Vision Life Income Plus plan will provide guaranteed regular income plus flexible bonus payouts to policyholders. This savings plan provides a customer with a guaranteed regular income for up to 30 years. Sun Pharma appoints independent directors. Sun Pharma has announced the appointment of Pawan Goenka, former MD of Mahindra & Mahindra M&M, and management consultant Rama Bijapurkar as additional independent directors of the company. Their appointment is in effect from May 21, 2021. Pawan Goenka retired as the MD and CEO, and member of the board of directors of M&M on April 2, 2021. Obituaries. The former Urdu newsreader of All India Radio and recipient of SARC Literature Award in 2014, Dr. Tarannum Riaz passed away in New Delhi in May 2021. She was associated with Urdu unit of All India Radio on a casual assignment basis till December 2019. Indian shooting coach Monali Gore died of mucormycosis in May 2021. She had also served as the national coach of the Sri Lanka shooting team. Andhra P introduces budget in State Assembly. The Andhra Pradesh Finance Minister Bagana Rajendranath introduced the budget in the Assembly on the 20th of May 2021. 24,624.22 crore rupees has been allocated for the education sector. About 3,500 crore rupees has been earmarked for the development of schools under Nadu Nedu, 1,200 crore rupees for Jagananna Gorumudda, 750 crore rupees for Jagananna Vidyakanuka, and Rs. 1973 crore for higher education. MP Govt to provide Rs. 1 lakh ex gratia. The Madhya Pradesh government will provide financial assistance of Rs. 1 lakh to the families of those who died due to COVID-19 during the second wave. The state ranks 16th in the country in terms of infection. Both Indore and Bhopal have more than 11,000 active cases. The COVID positivity rate has declined to 6.3%. Mucormycosis, a notifiable disease, Orissa. The Orissa government has decided to include mucormycosis as a notifiable disease under the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. The decision has been taken in view of the reported rise in incidences of black fungus among COVID-19 patients, currently under certain drugs, and also among patients in the post-COVID period. Gujarat and Tamil Nadu have also declared it as a notified disease. Bangladesh Independence Award 2021 given. Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina gave away the highest civilian award of Bangladesh, Swadhinta Puraskar 2021, also known as Independence Award, to 9 individuals and a research organization on the 20th of May 2021. It is conferred on people or organizations for their outstanding contribution to the various fields. The recipients of the award get a gold medal and a cash reward of Taka 5 lakh. World's largest iceberg breaks. A huge iceberg, the world's largest, has broken off from an ice shelf in Antarctica and is floating through the Weddell Sea. Called A76 and roughly the shape of Manhattan but more than 70 times bigger, it was picked up on satellite images and is currently the largest berg in the world. It is around 170 kilometers, 105 miles long and 25 kilometers wide, with an area of 4,320 square km. Microsoft retiring Internet Explorer. Microsoft is finally retiring its original internet browser, the Internet Explorer. After a life cycle of over 25 years, the desktop application for Internet Explorer will be retired on the 15th of June 2022, and it will no longer receive support services from the company either. The company is encouraging users to shift to Microsoft Edge instead, which has legacy support. Sports. Barcelona Femení won the Women's Champions League for the first time after a brilliant 4-0 win over Chelsea in the final in Gothenburg in May 2021. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has invited nominations and applications from eligible athletes, coaches, and universities for the annual National Sports Awards for 2021. The national sports federations will also nominate athletes. Anti-Asian hate crimes bill signed into law. U.S. President Joe Biden has signed into law legislation addressing anti-Asian hate crimes, which have increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. The legislation aims to make the reporting of hate crimes more accessible at the local and state levels by boosting public outreach and ensuring reporting resources are available online in multiple languages. Kushal Kaushik receives Glory of India Award. Cybersecurity veteran Kushal Kaushik has bagged the super prestigious Glory of India Award 2020 recently by the Indian Achiever Forum. The award is given to professionals and veterans across diverse fields and streams to recognize their excellence, merit, and the propelling of a nation's growth through their achievements. He joins the awardees that include Kiran Bedi, Sushil Kumar, etc. Tashi, first Indian to climb Mount Everest in 2021. Tashi Yangom from Arunachal Pradesh became the first Indian to scale Mount Everest this season when she reached the summit on the 11th of May 2021. Trained at the National Institute of Mountaineering and Allied Sports (NIMAS) in Darang, Yangom started the climb on the 9th of May. With this achievement, she also became the 9th climber from NIMAS to scale Mount Everest. Tanuja Rai Pradhan joins Vodafone Idea. Tanuja Rai Pradhan has joined Vodafone Idea as the head of consumer insights in marketing. Prior to this, Pradhan was Reliance Jio's Special Projects, Consumer Insights, and New Commerce Analytics head. In the past, he has served at TNS Global, Bharati Airtel, Cushman & Wakefield India, the Nielsen Company among others. Dun & Bradstreet India, BSE sign an MOU. Dun & Bradstreet Information Services India has signed an MOU with the Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE. The collaboration will work to create an ecosystem for promoting, aiding, and fostering the growth of small and medium enterprises, SMEs. It will help SMEs to increase their visibility, expand access to global markets, find potential customers, manage risk, and identify growth opportunities. INS Rajput to be decommissioned. After 41 years of service, the first destroyer of the Indian Navy, INS Rajput, will be decommissioned on the 21st of May, 21. The ship was commissioned as INS Rajput at Poti, Georgia by Gujral, the then Indian ambassador to USSR, with Captain Gulab M. Hiranandani as her first commanding officer. It was constructed in 61 Communards shipyard in Nikolaev, Ukraine, under her original Russian name Nadezhny. Petshod gets regulatory nod for COVID test. Petshod Healthcare, a startup incubated at the Society for Innovation and Development, SID, and Indian Institute of Science, IISc, has developed a semi-quantitative electrochemical ELISA test for COVID-19 IgM and IG antibodies. The startup has received the license to manufacture the test for sale from the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, CDSCO. Morgan Stanley names co-presidents. Ted Pick and Andy Saperstein were named co-presidents at Morgan Stanley, as part of the executive shuffle within the firm. They will replace Colm Kelleher, who retired as a president in June 2019. They will assume the charge effective from the 1st of June 2021. In addition, Jonathan Pruzan was named Chief Operating Officer, being the firm's first COO since Jim Rosenthal retired in 2016. Gautam Adani becomes Asia's second richest person. Gautam Adani has become the second richest person in Asia, overtakes China's Waterman Zhongshan. The Adani Group chairman's net worth has shot up to $66.5 billion, higher than Shanshan's net worth of $63.6 billion, as per the Bloomberg Billionaire Index. Ambani's total wealth now stands at $76.5 billion, making him the 13th richest in the world, followed by Adani at 14th. HUL rolls out Mission HO2PE in Assam. Hindustan Unilever Limited has rolled out Mission HO2PE in Assam. Under Mission HO2PE, HUL's Dumduma factory of Tinsukia district has donated 2 ventilators, 3 oxygen concentrators and face masks at Civil Hospital Tinsukia to provide support for COVID-19 care. HUL will also be donating 1,000 concentrators to hospitals in nearly 20 locations across India. India, Oman renew more on military cooperation. India and Oman renewed the Memoranda of Understanding on military cooperation along with its annexure as well as on maritime issues on the 20th of May 2021. The agreements will ensure the continuation of cooperation in specific areas of defense and security. The document was signed by the Secretary General of Oman's Defense Ministry Dr. Mohammed bin Nasser Al-Zabi and Indian Ambassador Monu Mahavar. Income tax debt to launch new e-filing portal. The Income Tax Department will launch its new e-filing portal on the 7th of June 2021. The new e-filing portal is aimed at providing taxpayer convenience and a modern, seamless experience to taxpayers. The portal is integrated with the immediate processing of income tax returns ITRs to issue quick refunds to taxpayers. NS Tomar launches honey testing lab project. On the occasion of World Bee Day, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar on the 20th of May 2021 launched the project of setting up a honey testing laboratory at the Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Pusa, New Delhi. The project was established for quality testing of honey and other products of beekeeping under the National Beekeeping and Honey Mission. India cuts 2020-21 sugar export subsidy. India on the 20th of May 2021 cut sugar export subsidies by 31.4% for the current season, which ends on the 30th of September 2021, according to a government order issued by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Previously, India approved subsidies of 5,833 Indian rupees per ton. The government subsidies for sugar exports now stands at 4,000 rupees a ton. Shami Silver, Sri Lanka Cricket President. Shami Silver has been re-elected as the President of Sri Lanka Cricket, after winning the elections unopposed. Silver's term as the head will run for another 2 years, until 2023. This will be his second term in office, after being picked for the role in 2019, when he defeated Jayanta Dharmadasa in the elections. He took over the role from Tilanga Sumathipala, who served between 2016-2019. IIT Ropar develops unique detector fakebuster. IIT Ropar along with Australia-based Monash University has developed a unique detector to find out if imposters are attending virtual conferences in the new normal amid the pandemic. Fakebuster helps find faces manipulated on social media to defame or make jokes. It is independent of video conferencing solutions. The application has been developed by a 4-member team of researchers, Karnataka, first in executing Ayushman Bharat. Karnataka stands first in establishing health and wellness centers (HWC) under the Ayushman Bharat program to provide comprehensive primary health care in rural areas. It has a score of 90 out of 95. The state has upgraded 2,168 PHCs so far, which is 103% more than the set target. Also, against the target of upgrading 294 urban PHCs, the state has already upgraded 364 PHCs. Jharkhand clinches first rank in a ranking. Jharkhand has clinched the first position in the recent ranking released by the Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The rankings are based on the progress of the implementation of the Smart City Mission schemes running in different 100 cities. Jharkhand's capital Ranchi has risen to 12th position in terms of progress of the ongoing mission plans in 100 cities. Sri Lanka terms Port City Bill inconsistent. Sri Lanka's Supreme Court has declared that certain provisions of the Chinese Port City Bill, Colombo Port City Economic Commission Bill, are inconsistent with the constitution. China is building the port city on reclaimed sea adjoining the port of Colombo with a $1.4 billion investment. The port city project is said to be the single largest private sector development ever in the island nation. Samoa's first female PM, Fayum Naomi Mataafa. Fayum Naomi Mataafa is set to become Samoa's first female prime minister. Mataafa is a former deputy prime minister. She is the daughter of independent Samoa's first Prime Minister Fayum Mataafa Fomana Mulinu. Samoa gained independence in 1962 after nearly 50 years as a New Zealand protectorate. J&J joins hand with Biological A. U.S. pharmaceutical company Johnson & Johnson has joined hands with Telangana-based Biological A Limited for the manufacturing of the COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine named Janssen COVID-19 vaccine is currently approved in the US, Europe, and other nations including Thailand and South Africa. India has currently approved 3 vaccines, that are Covishield, Covaxin, and Russia's Sputnik V. Chhattisgarh Govt to provide input subsidy. The Chhattisgarh Govt has decided to provide an input subsidy of 10,000 rupees per acre to the farmers who will utilize the paddy cultivation area for farming of other identified kharif crops in place of paddy from the upcoming kharif season 2021-22. It has also decided to provide an input subsidy of 9,000 rupees per acre per year for paddy in kharif season 2020-21 and on all major kharif crops. British Indian chemist wins a prize. Cambridge University chemist Shankar Balasubramanian and David Cullinan have been declared the winners of the 2020 Millennium Technology Prize. They are being awarded for their development of revolutionary sequencing techniques, which means DNA can now be read in super fast times. The prize is awarded by Technology Academy Finland (TAF) at 2-year intervals. Egypt pledges $500 million help for Gaza. Egypt President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has pledged $500 million for reconstruction efforts in Gaza. Egypt has also sent 65 tons of medical aid to neighboring Gaza. The deadly violence between Israel and Palestine erupted on May 10, 2021. Since then, Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 200 Palestinians in Gaza. India, second largest Insurtech market in APAC. India is the second largest insurance technology market in Asia Pacific and accounted for 35% of the $3.66 billion Insurtech focused venture capital invested in the region. This was given in the S&P Global Market Intelligence data. Insurance premiums in India totaled $107 billion in India for 12 months ended March 31, 2020. UAE to allow foreign ownership of companies. UAE will allow 100% foreign ownership of companies. Foreigners opening a company in the United Arab Emirates will no longer need an Emirati shareholder or agent under changes to UAE company law that will go into effect on June 1, 2021. The amended Commercial Companies Law aims at boosting the country's competitive edge and is a part of UAE government efforts to facilitate doing business. International Tea Day, the 21st of May. International Tea Day is observed every year on the 21st of May. It was first celebrated in the year 2020. The theme for the year 2021 is Tea and Fair Trade. Tea is the second most used drink in the world after water. It is mostly produced in the continent of Asia, including countries like India, China, Nepal, Kenya, and Sri Lanka. Tea first originated in the northeast parts of India. 6 PAGA. The end. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.